Right, so on today's agenda with this Supra, I'd just finished off putting in all of the drivetrain, so all the diff, the running gear, all that sort of stuff. The next job I need to do is get the rear anti-roll bar back in, and then once I've done that, I need to swap over the drop links from the front wheels to the rears because they were in fact the wrong way round, which is why I had trouble getting them in. I don't know what had gone on with respects to that, because the instruction said that the small ones went to the front and the big ones went to the back. Even when I went onto the White Line website, it was very confusing anyway. So I've put the wrong ones on the front and I should have the ones on the back. So I need to swap them over, and then once I've done that, it's a case of this. So yeah, so once I have swapped over the anti-roll bar linkages, the next job to do is to get down underneath there. You can see where the fuel pump is, fuel filter, sorry. So I need to tighten up all of the fittings that are down there on the fuel filter, and then I know that all that underside stuff is done. And then when I come to put like my inlet manifold on there, I know that once that's bolted up, all I've got to do is sort the fueling up top, and it's pretty much finished. So that's part of the agenda for today. There will be a few other little bits and pieces to do as I go through it, because I always find something to do. So yeah, but basically let's get to it and get rebolting some stuff back on. So again, I am underneath the car, underneath here, trying to squeeze my way in and get some stuff sorted. So without further ado, let's just get to it. Alright, back under this car again. First things first, I need to drag this down here, but without dragging it, so I don't scratch it to death. Oh, that's heavy at arm's reach. Right. Turn that on, a bit of daylight under here. So, first things first, to go on there. Right, so that's them finger tight. I just need to get the Allen key bit now. Alright, so there we have it. That is one of the front drop links now put on the rear. So when I had these, let me pick one up. When I had these on the rear before, because of the length of them, the anti-roll bar was actually almost in a vertical position. So if I did go over any speed bumps or anything like that, just the end of this bar would have been being pushed in and out. So now that this bar has been lowered, when I go over a suspension speed bump or a bump in the road or whatever, instead of just the end of this bar being in a vertical position and being twisted inwards, it's actually going to push the bar up, which gives you your torsion along that bar, which gives you a bit of spring, and hence how your anti-roll bar works. So yeah, much better now that they're on the rear. I don't know why I didn't do it this way around the first time around, but it just didn't seem to fit at the time, and I'm pretty sure that they were put, excuse me, in the labelled up in the wrong bags, or the wrong sticker put on the bag. So when I put them on, I followed the instructions, and whatever it was, it said that the fronts needed to be on the rear and the rears needed to be on the fronts. I did look at them at the time and go, they don't look quite right. But now that I've definitely looked at them again, I can just clearly see that they weren't right. So the only downside now is, now that I've took the front one off, there's not enough play in this because the other one is still attached to the other side. So I can't actually get this in until I've got the other side out, which means jacking this back up, putting the wheel back on here, and then jacking it up off my new jacking point under there and see if it works, hopefully. Right, so although my jacking point does work and it's jacked up, it's not, because of it's already up on blocks, my jack's not high enough now to lift it all the way to take the weight off that wheel. So I need to get into there to get those drop links off, so I had to drop it back down and just go off of the subframe there for the time being, just so I can get that wheel off and get access to that drop link. I tell you, now it's just ever straightforward. Right, so that's this side off. I finally managed to get the little drop link out, because they're quite tight, them small ones on this anti-roll bar for some reason. So now it's just time to get the new one installed onto there. So I figured now that that drop link is in, before I put the wheel back on so I can lower it back down onto the blocks here, so I'm not scared to death it's going to fall off, I thought I might as well wrap this part of the loom. Makes my life a little bit easier. As you can see, this bit here has already been done when I did the other loom, but this bit needs doing and just tidying up and keeping out of the way. So I just thought whilst I'm in here, I might as well just get on and do it. Right, so that's that done, all wrapped right round through here and sort of done round there. I might finish this off with something else at another time. I might put a little box cover over it just to hide it, 3D print something there. But for now, it'll do. So yeah, that's now that that's done, I can now get this wheel back on and put the drop link back on the other side. Put the smaller drop links on the rears, and then that's all the drop link stuff done, and then after that it's on with that fuel filter. So that's the fronts finished now, so the front wheel's back on. I've just got to do the last drop link now on the back end there, which is the little one there. So that's going to go back on, but on this side, and then that's all of the drop links done. I'm just shut this door because I opened it for a breeze and now it's a bit too breezy. So yes, I've got that to do, and then I'm going to crack on with the fuel side of stuff. Right, so I've been underneath the car, I've pulled off my fuel filter with the bracket. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to undo that Jubilee clip, and then once I've done that, if you remember back to the fuel pump hangers, I used a bit of rubber gasket. So I'm just going to cut a strip of that and then put it underneath that Jubilee clip, retighten it back up again so that the rubber has got a bit of grip. So then when you come to tighten everything up with spanners on the AN fittings, the fuel filter doesn't try and rotate within that assembly and start scratching everything. So that is the plan. So I'm just going to get on with that, and we'll go from there. So there you go, nice little rubber sleeve to go all the way around that, stops everything getting scratched. So I've got my spanners ready, so I'm just going to get underneath now, get this tightened back into place, get all the fuel fittings nice and tight, and then I know that when I connect everything up later on, at the back of the inlet plenum there, that everything underneath is tight and it's not going to leak. So that's just when it comes round to test day, which at the minute still seems a bloody long way off. So I've now got to scurry underneath here on my back again and try and squeeze my way into this corner of the car. Try and put you somewhere where you can actually see what I'm doing. There we go. And there you go. So that is now everything underneath here tightened up. So there's a lot of overspray on this. It looks damaged, but it's not. So yeah, so that's now everything tightened up underneath here. So when I do come to fit the fuel lines to the AN fittings up there, they're just going to go straight on without any issues, hopefully. So, time to get myself out of here, because again, it's time to go and get my little lad from school. So yeah, so I've done school run, we've had tea, we're getting ready for bed now, so I just wanted to let you know that I'm ending the video there, so it's a shorter video today. And yes, so I'll just pop you down a sec, Ben. Yeah. Oh. So yeah, so the next video is going to be a bit of a better video, hopefully. Where I actually get on with the turbo side of stuff and actually start making the downpipe to go into that gap down here. So we've got to squeeze a 4-inch pipe into there, which is going to be fun. So yeah, I know he's playing around already. So anyway, yeah, so I'm going to leave the video there and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Bye bye.